Hey, what is up, everybody? Pretty solid day yesterday. We had a 2-1 day yesterday. Let's go ahead and recap real quick. Yesterday, our lock of the day was Marcus Smart over 6.5 assists. He had 3 assists heading into the third quarter, or heading into the fourth quarter. Had a 4-assist fourth quarter. Pretty wild stuff. He would throw, or he would pass it to Jaylen Brown, who would hit a 3 with like 47 seconds left, and then Marcus Smart would foul out. Just crazy stuff there. Also, with like under a minute left, Grant Williams hits his second 3 of the game. It's both of his 3s in the fourth quarter. So kind of got lucky there with those hits with Marcus Smart and Grant Williams. And Bam Adebayo yesterday, our lone miss of the day was we did go under on Bam Adebayo's 23.5 points, and he had basically the best game of the playoffs. That he absolutely went off yesterday. Of course, the one day we would go under, it would be the day that he has a gigantic game, an absolutely monster game. Probably the biggest game of the playoffs, honestly, because he doesn't have that big game. They go down 2-1 to the Celtics, and it's probably over. So that was a massive win and big play there from Bam Adebayo. So pretty solid day yesterday, 2-1. Let's get into it. All right, guys, real quick before we get into anything today, I kind of wanted to talk something, and I kind of want to address something. Yesterday in the comment sections, someone had a fantastic question, and so I'm going to kind of talk about it a little bit here. So somebody yesterday asked me, even though I had a 2-1 day a couple days ago, they're like, why are you still happy about it? You didn't hit your slip. Like, what's the point of you being happy if you didn't, sweep? And here's why. Sports betting, the whole point of sports betting is to make money, correct? I don't only bet the underdog parlays that I do, the underdog same game parlays, player prop parlays that I do every single day. If you only bet player prop parlays, you're sports betting wrong. You should not only be betting the 3 slip parlays that I bet, or that I put on YouTube every single day. If you're doing that, you're probably not making much money from that. This is what I do. Yesterday, I placed a total of 6 bets, including my underdog 3-leg parlay, right? But the other thing that I did is I placed singular odds bets with Grant Williams, Bam Adebayo, and Marcus Smart, as well as my premium picks, which yesterday were Jaylen Brown's PRA, as well as Jaylen Brown's rebounds. So yesterday I actually went 5-1 because I bet all those bets singly yesterday as just odds bets, okay? So every day I don't just place the 3-leg parlays. Parlays, and when you start making them bigger and bigger, they hit like, maybe 2 out of 10 parlays hit. Especially when you do these 3-leg parlays and underdog and stuff like that. It's a low percentage chance of hitting, You're not going to find someone on YouTube who's hitting more parlays than not, right? It's hard. Anything can happen. It's a game of basketball. So I really advise you guys, don't just do these 3-leg parlays, okay? Before I used to make videos, I used to go watch Austin's videos, Take My Shots. I used to go watch Straight Fire Picks. I used to watch King Saunders. I used to watch all those guys, and I'd used to pull out all their picks, right? And I'd make, a slip from those 3 guys. Or you just search around the internet, watch or go look at other people's slips, kind of see what they've got going on, look at their best picks and everything like that. And then also, don't just bet parlays. Like I said, they don't always hit. It's always, or you want to do singular bets, odds bets, okay? And I know Underdog Fantasy doesn't offer that, right? You have to do at least 2 picks, or at least 2 players from the same team. I use an app called Fliff. I'm not getting paid to say this or anything like that. I live in Mississippi. It's not technically legal to sports bet, so I have to use this app called Fliff. And that's where I do my odds bets, right? So yesterday, I was able to hit with Grant, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown on 2 different picks. So yesterday, I had a really solid day. I made money yesterday. I made way more money than I bet yesterday, especially because I put a solid amount of money yesterday on Marcus Smart's assist. I really liked it. Same with yesterday, I put a lot of points, I put a lot of cash on Luka Doncic as well as Kevon Looney. I really liked those 2 plays yesterday. So I just wanted to tell you guys that real quick because I'm kind of upset with myself that I didn't mention it earlier. Don't just bet parlays. You're never going to make money on sports betting by just betting parlays. It's way smarter to just, it's not the big rewards, right? If you just bet, $5 on Grant Williams and he's on, minus 120 odds or something to hit 2 threes, you're not going to make that much money, right? But it's those little bets. You build up the money, you know what I mean? And eventually then you can start throwing, $30 down on Marcus Smart over 6.5 assists, which is, maybe around a $50 payout, stuff like that. You just want to slowly build it up, right? And if you live in a sport where you have or in a state where you have FanDuel or, MGM, whatever, bet these odd bets, right? You don't only want to do parlays. The sports books are just built exactly like casinos, right? They're built and designed to make you spend more money because you're most likely not going to win it back. So that's kind of how the sports books work as well. I just thought I'd mention that and kind of go over that a little bit with you guys. So today when I give you my picks, don't just place them into a parlay. If you want to, you're welcome to tail always if you want to. Watch my videos, watch other guys' videos. There's a lot of guys that make really great picks on this app or on YouTube, and they make really good plays as well as just, bet these lines individually on odds. But I just thought I'd kind of go over that real quick. That was a great question in the comments yesterday. I love it when you guys ask me questions like that because then we can kind of talk about it in the video. But just wanted to go over that real quick. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure that you there's a link down in the description I have that automatically takes you to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy. Also throws in my Take My Shot code when you guys sign up for that. So when you make your first deposit, it helps me out big time, as well as it gives you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you throw in $20, for example, you'll get actually $40, and they'll give you another $20 free just to bet on for funsies, a little risk-free bets for fun. And so that is always nice as well to get those risk-free bets. Also helps me out, like I said, big time if you guys use my code TAKEMYSHOT. Because all my picks every single day are always going to be Underdog Fantasy picks. I think it's the best player prop betting app out there. With that being said, now let's get to today's picks. All right, baby. Coming in hot with today's lock of the day. It's going to be, again, another Dallas Maverick today. Give us the sidekick. Give us the Scottie Pippen and Luka Doncic. Give us Jalen Brunson today, over 20.5 points. Man, his line is looking juicy. In this playoffs, he is averaging 26 points per game. He's hit over on this 20.5 at home. At home in the playoffs, Jalen Brunson is averaging 26 a game. He is also averaging 20 shots, 6 free throws, and 38 minutes per game at home is Jalen Brunson. The only 2 times he didn't hit in the home postseason this year for Jalen Brunson, he had 18 and 18. He was a bucket away from hitting. Jalen Brunson hit this 4 out of 6 home games. At home, he absolutely feasts. I love that he's taking 20 shots per game as well as 6 free throws. We need him to make around half, not even half his shots. He can make 7, 8 of his shots as long as he's knocking down his 6 free throw attempts because he's an elite free throw shooter as well. He's only probably going to miss about 1 of those free throws. And the 2 times he didn't hit, he had 18. Obviously, the Warriors are doing everything they can do to stop Doncic, throwing all kinds of different defenses at him. But Jalen Brunson has been sneakily just slowly kind of getting his own. Obviously, one of his games is a little bit boosted because he did have that 41 explosion game versus Utah, but still averaging fantastic numbers. Had that huge game last time out. I think he had 30 just that last game as well. That one was on the road, but he did come off of that 30-point performance. I'm expecting another big-time game tonight from Jalen Brunson. Give us our lock of the day. Jalen Brunson over 20.5 points. All right, next up, give us a Golden State Warrior. Give us Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds. No doubt today do I feel that Kevon Looney is going to be a hot line today. A lot of people are going to be messing around with Kevon Looney's line today. Here's what's interesting with Kevon Looney. His last 3 games, he was averaging 18 minutes per game prior to Game 6 of the Memphis series. Since Game 6 of the Memphis series, he's averaging 32 minutes per game, 13 rebounds, and only missed in the game where Steph Curry stole 12 of his rebounds. Well, obviously not all of those would have been Kevon Looney, but Steph Curry had 12 rebounds, which takes a lot away from Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney against the Mavericks is just a matchup problem, really, when it really comes down to it. Obviously, he's not going to have 21 and 10 again tonight. I would stay away from his points and rebounds today. He probably is not going to have a massive game scoring again. Reporters asked Kevon Looney after the game last game, when was the last time he could remember scoring 20 points in a game. He couldn't even remember. And it was since 2015 in his rookie season, in his freshman year of college, was the last time he scored 20 points in a game. So that won't happen again. I'm sure the Mavericks make a little bit of adjustments to try to stop Kevon Looney. But as far as rebounding, he's just the best rebounder out there. Maxi Kleber, not the greatest rebounder. The Dallas Mavericks' technical best statistical rebounder is Luka Doncic. So obviously Luka Doncic is not going to be trying to battle down low with Kevon Looney for rebounds. So Kevon Looney or 8.5 rebounds is the solid play today. Also, like I said in the past, Mavericks take a lot of shots. Jason Kidd even talked about it last game. He thought they just took way too many bad shots. They're going to continue to take a lot of bad shots. Luka Doncic is obviously a shot taker. He makes a lot of shots, but he's a shot taker, which means there's a lot of misses a lot of the time. So I like Kevon Looney. Also, they shoot up a lot of threes. So there's a lot of chances for a lot of rebounds there. So Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds today is a solid play. We're going to lock that one in today into our perfect 3 slip. All right, and our last play of the day, you guessed it, it's going to be Mr. Consistency himself. Give us Andrew Wiggins today. We're going to go with his PRA over 21.5 today. He's hit this in 3 out of 5 away games. He's averaging 22 PRA or points and rebounds. If you take away that Memphis blowout, that 50-point blowout or whatever, because obviously that game he only played 19 minutes, only had 5 points and 1 rebound. You take away that game, he's averaging 22 points and rebounds. His only other miss would be the very first game of the season versus Denver. The first time they went on the road versus Denver, he only took 6 shots that game. It was his postseason low. Obviously, hopefully he doesn't do that kind of stuff again. He's averaging 15 and 7 when you take out that blowout loss. He's been Mr. Consistency for us. If you got him at the right time, he has hit every time this series. I anticipate him to hit once again today. He's been a solid weapon for them offensively, and he's been rebounding quite well in this series. So we're going to go with his points and rebounds today. Give us Andrew Wiggins over 21.5. Which means it's time for our perfect 3 slip. Give us our lock of the day. Jalen Brunson over 20.5 points. Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds. And Andrew Wiggins, Mr. Consistency, over 21.5 points and rebounds to lock out our perfect 3 slip today. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Like I said, remember, we can take this 3 slip and you can make it a parlay and bet it on Underdog. You should absolutely do that. Every night, I always place at least one bet, most of the time 2. At least one bet on Underdog. I do it, a 3 slip, $10 for 60, nearly every night unless I'm feeling really good. Maybe I'll throw up 20 for 120, something like that. Definitely 100%. So do continue to do parlays. It's good to do parlays because occasionally they do hit, right? But do just bet these. So just bet Jalen Brunson straight up, whatever his odds are. I haven't looked at what the odds are yet, but straight up Kevon Looney, straight up Andrew Wiggins. Just do those lines straight up. Just throw $5, $5 on all 3 of those. And then slowly just build up that bankroll, build up that money. So definitely do that today, guys. Don't only do parlays. Can't stress that enough. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hopefully we can have another profitable day tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.